Hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today? It is Wednesday. You already know it is another episode of Candy Coated Secrets. You know, your hostess with the mostest, MsVibrations. How are you guys doing today? You know, I'm doing my sherry thing, so you do your sherry thing. When you get in here, give me a heart and a thumbs up. Let me know that you are here. It is another week, another day amongst the land of the living. So it's another reason to be grateful. All right, let me do my sherry thing. So tonight we're just going to have an open discussion. Tonight, whatever you want to throw out there, you can throw it out there. I'm going to go with the flow. And then, you know, sometimes I say I'm going to go with the flow. And then next thing I know, I end up creating the flow. So, you know how I go. Give me a heart and a thumbs up as soon as you get in here, though. Uh, and I'm on time. Where's y'all at? You know, thank you guys for showing up as well. Let me see. Let me do my little sherry thing and then I'll be done. All right, boom. So let me give you guys the update as to what's been going on. So the 5-year anniversary is slowly approaching. Yes, it is. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. I got it. All right. The 5-year anniversary is slowly approaching. Hey, Tranda. The 5-year anniversary is slowly approaching. So I'm excited about that. Make sure you put that link down there for me. You know, the tickets are on sale. There is a Mother's Day sale right now where the tickets are, you know, I don't want to say decrease, but I guess it's decrease, okay? So right now you can get your anniversary ticket for $85. After Sunday midnight, it'll go back to $125 because I know some people had called me and inboxed me and stuff and asked me questions about that. So that's what it is. So the tickets are always on sale. The link is going to be posted down below in the comments, and I'm going to pin it in 1 second as soon as it gets there. And also, you can go ahead and buy the book, you know, buy the Black Women Love book as well. And we are about to be in Atlanta June 3rd. So I'm super excited about that. So how is everybody doing? How y'all doing? So today, I'm like, you know what? I didn't really, you know, I had some things that were like places that I wanted to talk about, right? But then it was like, it's like being all over the place. So I think this is going to be just like my little open discussion venting session. So if you guys have any questions, you could type them below or whatever. But right now, I'm about to just tell you about me. Okay, moving right along. So I'm planning the anniversary because I've been getting some questions about that too. Like, well, you know, why is this the last anniversary and things like that. So as of now, this is the last anniversary for me. Like, it's just been placed on me to make this the last anniversary. I'm not saying that there will never be another anniversary. It's just like right now, I don't know. And I'm in a space where I've been doing it for 5 years. I'm planning it. I plan it. And it takes a lot, you know. It really takes a lot. You know, being an entrepreneur in itself is a lot already. So shout outs to everybody that got a dream and some goals and you following it and you're going after it. You are utilizing your purpose. It takes a lot to do that. You know what I mean? I feel like not everybody can be an entrepreneur because if they could, then, you know, everybody would have it, right? We wouldn't be working for nobody. Because it takes a lot. Whew, it takes a lot. So the anniversary. This anniversary is the last one right now because it's a lot. You know, recently I've lost somebody very close to me, and she I was saying like we were the one woman show, really. You know what I mean? She was my teacher. She was everything to me. She was my best friend. So right now, after she passed away, I continue to do the show. As y'all can see, I've been here. I haven't skipped a beat, but I just need a break right now. You know. Throughout the year, for 5 years, I'm planning like my birthday. I'm letting y'all in. Give me a 100 thumbs up if you're here. I'm just giving y'all a little bit about what goes on with me because I feel like a lot of people, we always see the glitz and the glamour after someone has already been successful and after they've gone through the steps and the milestones, but nobody really allows you to be, you know, let you in to know like, this ain't easy. This is what's going on. I don't feel like it today. Or this may not be what it's going to be, You know, so, and I don't do that. So I like to, then when I always say, I thank you guys that's been with me, that's been here along my entire journey. Just being here with me while I do it. Watching what you guys are helping to build and continue to help to build. So with that, it's just a lot. Like, so I plan my birthday, I always do something for my birthday. I do something for my birthday. I do something for the anniversary and all of that. So it's like, I never stop. I haven't stopped in 5 years. So right after one thing, I'm always constantly planning another thing. And I just feel like right now there's a time for me to have a pause. Anybody that contributes to anything financially or anything like that, all the donations anybody is giving, I truly appreciate you guys. I would not have been able to do it without you guys, right? Totally appreciate it. But overall, I don't wait for anybody to do anything. I celebrate me. And that's something that I want you guys to know. Like, you have to celebrate you regardless of what's going on, because nobody else is going to celebrate you. Don't let anybody make you feel like there's something wrong with that. Don't let nobody make you feel like you aren't worthy of, or wait for somebody to tell you they're going to do something, because you're going to be upset if they don't. So that's what I do. I don't wait for anybody to celebrate me. Thank you. Okay, there. I'm about to pin it. I'm about to pin the link. I don't wait for people to celebrate me, especially when it comes to business. You know, a lot of times you get the support. Sometimes you get it. Sometimes you don't. You know, a lot of you guys may have friends, or you may even be a business yourself. You know, you may, do nails or have a nail salon, or you may sell lashes and your friends may wear lashes, but they'll never come to you to buy lashes. All of those type of things these things go on sometimes. So I feel like a lot of people just always allow you to see what the journey looked like once they made it, versus I take you on the journey as it go along. I come here and I tell y'all, today's not a good day. I don't feel like it. This, that, and the third. Or you know what? I had to fight to get here. You know what I mean? So I let you guys in on it, on a whole lot of what goes on, because you'll be able to say, you know what? I was with her through this whole thing, and she did it X, Y, and Z. So with all of that, and so I plan a lot. I'm constantly planning. I just finished school. Okay, I just finished school. I'm about to sign up again to start new classes, because I keep doing everything to make me better, to help me with my gift, to continue to help me be able to create, and just continue to help me to be able to do what I need to do for me in order to be able to bring me to you every week. You know what I'm saying? So I do this every week. I was doing the 2 shows, but that became a bit much. Fantastic. All of us are having our own things going on that are taking off in so many different directions that we don't do the Speak Easy show on Monday nights anymore, which is fine. But later on after, so this is like a little spill of beans segment. So like later on after, coming up, I'm working on something else. So Monday will be replaced with something else. So I'm like, and I do it, you know what I mean? That's why this anniversary for me is even more special, because I'll be able to honor my teacher. I'll be able to honor the person that is responsible along with God. So I'm going to tread lightly when I say that, because people like to twist your words up. But, God created me and God gave me her. And she's no longer here. So this last anniversary is very special to me, because it's going to be an honoring of Kibi Writes. She's known as Kibi Writes with her writings. She's a published author and all of those things. And she was my teacher. So it was like I was a one-woman show. We used to joke all the time about how she never liked to come on the internet. She wouldn't come on the internet. She didn't want to be seen. But we would always just talk about how, like, it's a one-woman show that she always talked about, where so she taught me, she was teaching me, I was her student, and then I would come here, learn different things, and then she knew I wanted to share it to the world, like what I was learning and how successful things have been. So that's why a lot of the times when you guys hear me talk about just different perspectives, or how you can get over, y'all know, you can get over a breakup in 10 days, you know what I mean? Or how you can overcome anything. I'm never trying to drill it and pour it down anybody's throat, but I just am doing the things that I've been taught, and all the tools that we all have out here, but we all may not know how to use them properly, or even begin to know how to, or where to place them, or when to even begin to use them. So I come here and I do that. So it has been things for me. I smile all the time because I'm naturally happy anyway, but things have been a little, I don't want to say difficult or rough, because they haven't been difficult, they haven't been rough, but they've been rather emotional. And I still come here every week and I do this, you know what I mean? And because it's my dream. And the one thing I know, when me and her used to chit chat all the time, we talk about it. We've talked about the day that she would no longer be here one day. And she always told me, even while she was here, if I was going through like a heartbreak, or like somebody may have made me mad outside, or if I was quitting a job or getting fired from a job, she always made it her duty to tell me the show must go on. So regardless of what's going on, regardless of what happens, you have to live your life. You have to live your life, and the show must go on. So I live by that, and I do it. So I just always say that I want to be, the example to somebody that may be going through something, or may not feel like that they can be better, or they can get any better, or overcome their situations. Because a lot of times we get lost in our situations, that we can't be able to see past what we're going through. And I know I'm guilty of it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm guilty of it. When you get placed into a situation, a lot of times it's hard. I always say it's hard to see the forest through the trees. So here it is. With her, she made an impact on my life. She was an imprint. I say all the time, she was my guardian angel in human form, and I thank God every day that He allowed me to meet one of my guardian angels, right? Because I know a lot of people may not ever be able to experience something like that, or can experience it and can't even recognize it. So this is why it is important to know that you can get through anything that comes your way. You can get over any hurdle that's in your life. So I said I had to sit back and do some reflecting, because that's what's been coming to me here lately. Sometimes when you may feel like that, the world and the walls are caving in on you, you have to sit back and do some reflecting on where you were, how you used to be, things that you need to work on continuously, and things that you've overcame, right? So I feel like after all of this, it's like, man, I didn't really get to see how powerful and how strong that I really am. You know what I mean? I really am. And sometimes I think we forget that in pain has power, and pain can lead you to your purpose. And so even though losing her was very drastic to me, it's still, the pain is still continuing me to continue to learn my journey and do my purpose. So, one thing she used to always tell me is, sometimes you may be the only Bible that somebody gets to read. So that's why, you gotta do the right thing. So this is why I strive for excellence all the time within myself. This is why I make sure that, they used to give me a bunch of crap about saying that I was the table. Y'all remember that? This, that, and the third, and all this other stuff that's going on social media. But it was because if this is why we want to say, like, how are you living, and who are you connected to? Because a lot of just my self-worth, my self-knowledge, and my confidence comes from, who I was connected to. You see what I'm saying? I was not connected to somebody that was a leech. I wasn't connected to somebody that was draining the life out of me. I wasn't connected to somebody that if I called them and I'm on 1,000, they're right there on 1,000 with me. If I'm about to make a drastic decision that could ultimately change my life, she not going to jump out there in the fire with me. You understand? And I had people who would do that, but she was my best friend. So I called her about everything. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'll be so mad, like, I can't believe you're not pumped up and you're not mad. But you know what I mean? That's just what it was. That's just what it was. But now, like, I'm so grateful for that, because I got to see just how much I've grown as an individual. Just everything, and I think that when you can sit back and you're able to look at your life and you're able to see your growth, I think that we don't give ourselves enough grace, and we don't give ourselves enough credit. So I feel like that somebody today also needs to sit back and look at their life as a reflection of where you've been, where you were, and versus where you are now, because life is going to always be lifing. It's going to always happen. It's not going to stop no matter what comes your way, but it's all about how you do it. So I had to become a person that, knew you had well, just me too, like you and me, but a person that knew their power. See, I know the power that I hold. I know who I am at the core base of my being, right? So a lot of things don't really like shake me or get me off my pivot because I've already experienced a lot. You keeping up? Give me some heart thumbs up if you ain't with me. You keeping up? So I think that's something that life does. It throws your way. Okay. 1 second. And don't get me wrong. When you are a very confident and secure person, you will definitely intimidate those who aren't. You know what I mean? Definitely, when you're trying to figure out, when someone's still trying to figure out who they are and what they want to do, you'll definitely intimidate them. They'll feel a way, but it has nothing to do with you. I would never tell you to do anything that I wouldn't do. And then I also would tell you never to dim your light so that somebody else can shine. You know what I mean? And I remember when I first met Rudolph, we were talking, and I had said something to him about that. He was like, well, I try to, be this way because da 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 da. And I said, don't you dare dim your light in order for somebody else to shine. You were made a certain way. You were given certain gifts. You were given certain talents. We are all individuals. And the fact of the matter is we all shine. We all shine, but not everybody is equipped to tap into who they truly are. Or some of us have experienced, have had so many bad experiences with life that what we do, we harden our hearts. We don't allow people in. We judge people. We walk around looking sad all day. What else we do? Y'all know what we be doing. All of those things. And a lot of the times, when people are upset and they're angry, it doesn't even have anything to do with you. It has everything to do with them. And that's the one thing that I try to get people to understand, because that was something that I had to learn. And once I understood and I began to learn and understand that nobody is responsible for my feelings, nobody is responsible for my life, nobody is responsible for my choices, I promise you, life got easier. So that's why I do my best to try to be the example, to let somebody know that no matter what you've gone through, or what happened to you, it is possible. It is possible to be the dreamer in a world or surrounded around a bunch of people who can't dream. That's why it's very important. Who are you connected to? Who is around you? Who feeds you? Of course, we all get caught up in situations and circumstances when we want to, break somebody's neck. But how do you not do that? How do you keep the restraint from doing so? So I would say the first thing you need to do is, stand in your power and not give so much of your power away. We were having this conversation. I was having this conversation with my coworkers, and it was about these words and just words. And I said, well, words are just words, but people give them power. And they were like, well, what are you talking about? Went on through a whole bunch of different examples. And I always say, I give my disclaimer, the same disclaimer I give to y'all sometimes, and the same disclaimer I used to give on the Speakeasy show. I used to say, I may not be the best person to have this conversation with, because I know that I don't think like the average person. I don't have the perspective of the average person. And I know what I'm learning and what I'm studying. You understand? And everything is about, the metaphysics and, just love, life and God. So, I'm really into that. I'm very, very spiritual. So certain things I'm just not going to be able to see. And I was like, they was like, well, this is that. And I said, well, I don't get offended. I said, I'm not offended. I said, because if you're choosing to say this to me and call me names and act a certain way towards me, why am I going to react to you and even get upset when you're just showing me who you are? If you're calling me out my name, because some of it was like with racism or something we were talking about. And I was like, yeah, but I've been stereotyped. I've been racially profiled. I've been all those things. But please tell me, how did that affect me? Like, what difference did that make in my life? I may not have liked it in that moment, but I still didn't react the way that I think someone else would have reacted, because it's like, you just telling me who you are. All right, what you think? It don't even matter. Guess what? I was telling them what I was giving them the example was like a few months ago. I had went to a Barnes and Nobles, and the Barnes and Nobles I had went to was in like a predominantly white area. And I called for them to hold the book for me and do all this other stuff. And when I got there, they treated me like I was about to steal it. Now, I didn't get upset. I got the correct book that I wanted. I felt some type of way in the moment, like, wait a minute, oh my gosh, what is going on here? But I didn't become ignorant. I didn't go off. I didn't do anything. I got the book. I left. And I proceeded to tell my friends about it, like, oh my gosh, I think I was just racially profiled, stuff like that. And then I never went back to that store again. I probably would never even see these women ever again, So I think there's a lot of the things too is based upon how we control things and how we react to them. Discipline is something that is very, very needed. We all have to have discipline. And, man, I could just go on and on about a lot of the things that I've experienced all while even building the show. With my platform, I've had, what have I had? I've had people make posts about me. I've had people be indirect. How I feel, if it's not directed, it ain't respected. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I do my best to show up and really just respond always from a place of love first before the first response, which is ego. When you become aware and you have the knowledge of these things and you know that the first voice to respond is ego, you also are held more accountable for what you do and how you respond to things. So when I know that the first voice to respond is ego, sometimes I let my ego out. Sometimes it slips out. It may not slip out to the person, but I could sit in a room and call my friends and I could go, whoo, ego could come loud. But even while I'm addressing in loud as day with ego, I am still like, all right, but let me walk myself through this process. Let me walk myself through what's going on. Let me assess, where are these feelings coming from? What is it triggering in me? Because a trigger is nothing but a place in you that needs to be healed. So I'm like, okay, let me identify this trigger and go through all of these things. And then sometimes, once it gets done, it's like, woo, it wasn't even worth the energy. Because a lot of times, more than none, people are only just doing projecting. It's a bunch of self-projection that goes on, and they try to throw it on you and then make it seem like it's you, or create something to make you feel like that it's you. All the while it's their self-projection. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So I don't know. I just wanted to come here and just get some stuff off my chest today. And I feel like I got a lot of stuff off my chest before I even did the show. So I'm a little emptied out. But yeah, so I don't know. I just say, if you feel like you can't do it, if you have any doubt, you can always reach out to me. I'll answer a question. I'll give you some tips. I'll give you some advice. Or you can just continue to watch me. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you don't gotta support this come up. But God gonna make sure you watch it now. Okay? So it's just one of those things. So I'm just in a space this week, like the last couple of weeks, where and today, where I am just doing a lot of reflecting, self-reflection, deep breath, and all of that. I didn't want to do the show tonight because of it, because I'm doing the reflecting and all of that other stuff. And then sometimes I just have my moments, every time I didn't want to do a show, I do it anyway, child. At this point, I think that's just something to say just to be saying, because I still do it anyway. But that's just the space that I'm in tonight. So I was like, I don't know. I didn't care to want to, discuss talking points and all that other stuff like I normally do. I didn't want to do that. I just had to come. That's why I was like, this is just an open discussion. I'm just giving you guys the updates, telling you guys what's going on, because a lot of you guys have been asking me questions, behind the scenes and off camera. I was like, well, let me come here because more than 2 people then came to me asking me some of the same things. Why not just come here and tell you guys about it? So that's just what it is. There comes a time when you have to retreat, but I still have to show up and do my job. Regardless, I still have to show up and do my job. So I don't know. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I hope, any mothers out there, happy Mother's Day to y'all, early Mother's Day. Have a great weekend, and just continue to be productive. But just don't get discouraged by what your circumstances may be. Give things time. Everything takes time. And some stuff may seem like it take a little longer than others, but sometimes you got to understand that there is preparation in it. And, you know, preparing in the preparation phase does not feel good. I'm here to tell you it does not feel good. It is not fun, and it is not funny. You know, sometimes, but I don't know. I just wanted to get that off my chest tonight, and just tell you guys, just stay encouraged and just keep on going. And when life spiral, don't spiral with it. You could cry about it, complain about it, fuss about it. You can do all those things about it, and then you get right back up and continue to go on. You know, don't stay there. Don't stay in the phase that you're in, because then you'll be stuck there, okay, and attract other things to you. So that's what I wanted to do. So I have nothing left to say. I am on E. For the first time, I am on E, okay? So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Get your tickets in Atlanta. I will see you guys soon. Bye.